Hello and welcome back to Vintage Farming. Right, we are just checking on the cows this morning. As you can see, we are in February now, and January there was not much else on, but also February not much else on. Here we have, hello ladies, good morning. Right, they're eating away. This is food, so need not concern with mucking out. As you can see, we do have 5 cows, but I would like to add another 5. Now, let's have a very quick look at where we are. Right, so the cows we have currently are 6 months old, which is absolutely fine. I'm thinking the best option here would be to get another 5 of the same. Could do Holsteins, but I would like to do the Brown Swiss instead. And just the calves, once again, we'll do 0 months and let them do their thing, and slowly they will be able to alternate when they are breeding, which will make it a bit easier for us to manage them. So this time around I won't mess around with any trailers. I will just purchase them and have them delivered. So 5 calves for £1,250. As you can see, we are under the £10,000 mark because we had our leasing fees and our property maintenance, which is more than our leasing fees actually. So we will buy these 5 Brown Swiss for £12.50. Now we'll have a look at them, make sure everything's alright, everyone's happy. Very loud. Hello, welcome. Beautiful. Right, we'll close that up. We'll have a very quick look at our right, so they are, yeah, they'll be at full health very soon. They are not going to eat all that much. I suppose we probably should have waited until they were closer to the proper age, but we will feed TMR once the hay has run out. By that time we will have silage probably in the pit here actually. I do have the baler, but I don't have a wrapper, I don't think. So that is probably what we'll do. The only other task for February that I can think of would be to head down to our small fields, 84, 85, which have been cultivated. Well, technically a stubble tillage or whatever, but we are going to put sugar beet into both of these fields. Which will require a bit of fertilization, I believe. Yes. Right, our winter wheat is doing very well. It is fully fertilized. The weeds have been fully killed off. The only fields, right, we have 165 to fertilize as well, and 122. But those are both crops that are going to be drilled in April. Soybeans and sorghum. So we only need to worry about sugar beet for March. So what we'll do is we'll find our, right, we need, this is the only door we do not need open. We need that one for the spreader, which is tucked away nicely, and there should still be, right, we'll get that topped up as well, and then we'll get the Z-Tool, because it's the only tractor actually. I'm excited to use the planter as well. We will put it on the Ursus without a doubt, and it should have no problems sort of dealing with that and moving it about. But for the spreader it is best used the Z-Tool here. Right, so we'll just get that hooked up, and then I think we'll have to, yeah, we'll probably, well, it might fit. Right, I'm not sure why it's being a bit funny, lagging a bit. Let's see if we can get in here. Oof. It's a very tight squeeze. I did get it in, so there we are. Now we'll just try and make our way out. So we do have 125 litres, which we will add more in. There we are. Now I should be able to reverse into here and collect our fertilizer. No, the tractor itself won't fit, so once again we will need to fetch the Massey. We'll shut the engine off for now. Actually, this could do with a clean, now that we have the proper cleaning tools. Oh yes, very nice. Give that a little bit of a rub down. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Ooh, dirty. Ooh, dirty. Very dirty there. Right. Oh, look at that. Brand new, brand new. And the Z-Tour as well. Oh yes, getting the rims. Oh, very nice, very nice. Front rims as well, fret not. Right, we'll get the steps here also. Maybe the glass Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's very nice, very nice. And brand new. Right, we'll put the sponge away. And yes, we will have to fetch the... Right, so we've got seed here. I put that back, but I should have brought out the fertilizer. Right, so we'll just go and get the Massey. The lovely 135, all ready to go. And we'll fire up. So yes, we'll get the fertilizer put onto the fields so that we can simply fertilize once the next time instead of having to do it twice once the crop is in. Right, we'll just attach to this a bit, and actually I can just... Oh, hello. I'll just put that right on top. There we are. That's fine for now. Oh. Hopefully this isn't too heavy. Are we lifting up in the back? I think we are. Right, what is going on? You having a laugh? Alright, we'll just have to drag it out. I think it's... yeah, it's... it's too heavy for the poor Massey. Come on, you can do it. Actually, that should be fine there. If we can just do a little bit of manoeuvring without crashing into everything. I do like the tight yards, I absolutely do, but I've just put myself in a bit of a pickle here, that's all. Right, we'll get the Z-Tor reversed up, and we might as well fill up the spreader. Oh, that's no good. Right, that should reach. It's very close. There we are. Now if we lift it up, is it going to... as long as it doesn't get too heavy. Right, we'll leave it there for now. I just don't want it to be... actually, no. Well, yeah, that's fine. Oh, we've got a bit more room. Might as well get it filled up. I'm still having that issue that I've had for about a year now, at times, where the refill button won't show up. Very strange. But there we have it. Now I am a bit worried that that is too full. That's alright, the front... I'm just watching the front tyres that they don't go up into the air. Up, 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 and away they go. Not the case. Right, we'll see now if we can manage. Still not. Well, just enough to push it in then. Yes, we'll get it nicely tucked away. Right. Okay, because we might need to use that with our next drill that we purchase, because I am more than likely, before we not harvest, I was going to say harvest, but before we drill anything, I'll probably end up looking into a direct drill. I know I said I'd wait a bit, but there are options for us. One was suggested by Grumpy Grey Farmer, thank you very much for your suggestions, all of them, of the Lizard 17C, and I have seen that one, and I had added it to here, but I will show you actually right now. We have seeders, here we are, so it's this one here, 13,000, for some reason the ModHub version, I don't know if this is an update or not, shows 3.8 meters at 12 kph. Don't know why, but £13,000 for 3 meters does not make sense when we have two other vintage drills, a John Deere 8350 and a Case 5100, that are the same horsepower requirement, but 2.2 meters more, and 3 kph faster, and well, no, actually, they're all direct drill, and they have the option to fertilize while you drill. Now it's just kind of up in the air. Do we go with the Case? I do like this, the old Case logo as well. This one doesn't quite match the same, but that's alright. All of our other equipment is red, so possibly this one. But then we do have the classic with the John Deere, beautiful, beautiful, and it does have the old logo here as well. So possibly this one, although I've never used the Case equivalent, but I have used the John Deere in the past. But nevertheless, we won't be using any of those until we're ready for soybeans and what else? What was that? And sorghum. Sorry, forgot what I was going to drill. Right, so what we'll do now is head down to our small fields 84 and 85, and well, we'll see you down there. Get them fertilized. Alright, well, here we have our two small fields side by side. Now we'll just get into the first one. Switch back to third person, turn off the beacon. Now, I can't remember the exact spread on this. Oh, it's very good. I forgot that it's amazing, actually. So let's start at the back here and try and cover the whole ground, if we can do, in one pass. Here we go. Blimey, that is getting the business done, is it not? There's a chance that we've missed a small section, the very corner there, but this is fantastic. I keep forgetting how incredible this is. It's taken 2 seconds. I didn't expect it to be that quick. Right, well, there we have it, all done. Let's have a look at that. So, right, there is a small section here that I've missed. You know what I'm going to do then? I will pop round to 122 and just lay a fertilizer on it, because then we will direct drill this one, and when we do direct drill, we should be able to add a second application of fertilizer while we do that. So I'll very quickly head back to this corner. Get this very corner, because when we do this, we can plant our soybeans, no problem. Sorry, sugar beets. And they're all S, sorghum, sugar beets, and soybeans. Right. Wait, did I say soybeans twice? Blimey. Getting all mixed up. Right, now, I'll head over to our other field, which is this way. Turn around, and we'll get it also fertilized. See you there. Alright, well, let's try and do as much as we can on this. It's a bit wider, but if we can... Oh wow, look at that. Without any issue whatsoever. We will have to cover twice, but that's fine. We did hit only 10% used when we did the other field, the two small fields. I'll just try and get this as wide as possible. It would be a shame if I was using this in the wrong field, but this is absolutely the right field, because you can see how weedy it all is. But luckily the weeds will be taken care of when we drill, so that's very good. But the fact that we can fertilize in a matter of seconds is fantastic news. Look at that. We'll just have a quick look at the map, ignoring the weeds, of course. Oh, did I miss the whole side? Oh, that's horrible. Right, and I did a bit of that field as well. Right, I will... Oh yes, I can see there. That's fine, it'll take just a handful of seconds. You know what? Since I'm doing this, I might as well make my way down to field 165 as well and just get that very quickly dealt with. Might as well. Let's just have a look. Fantastic. So there is a small bit there that says that it's been double fertilized, but I might have just missed it. Right, so what we'll do is we'll take this path all the way up, and then it gets a bit fuzzy here, but I'm sure if we... Right, so we'll take, yeah, that path up, over, and then we'll see you at field 165. Alright, got to watch out for that ditch there, but go straight to the edge of the field here. We should be able to cover it in one. And... ooh, nearly. Not quite. Oh, actually, can we stretch it? Oh, it's very close. It's very, very close. Turn the beacon off for the time being. Right, yeah, that's so close, but unfortunately, just a few sections actually could be very cheeky, and yeah, go like that. That is so cheeky, but consider it already done. And then if we do buy that field next to us, we've got a bit of fertilizer in. Happy days. Right, and nearly. Get this small bit. Right, I think... Ah, right, I see 2 sections that we've missed. Basically just flying around the field at this point in a mad dash. I probably could have just gone straight across and it would have been absolutely fine, but might as well get all that we can do. I'm glad that we're doing this in February as well, because that means that once we drill, that means that we're done. The fields are all done until harvest, which is, well, actually we'll have to weed them, of course, but if we head over to our fertilized state, as you can see, it is beautifully fertilized. So now if we look at all our fields, that's 165 is fertilized once, 122 fertilized once, 84 and 85 also fertilized once, 95 already done, ready to go. So the harvest for that is going to be in July, right, and then we'll be harvesting things in the autumn as well. So now we can actually head all the way back to the farm, and we'll rest through until March. But once we get to March, we can actually start planting our sugar beets. I'm very excited about that. So we'll see you in March. Good morning and welcome to a clearly snowy March. The fields don't look as they've been affected by the snow, so that's fine. We are in March, which means it's time to plant... I was going to say potatoes. Not potatoes, rather to plant our sugar beets. As you can see, oat, wheat, barley, sugar beet, sugar cane, cotton, grapes, olives, poplar, grass. Everything's ready to plant, well, except for these things. But we will focus on sugar beets for our pigs. Now, one thing that was mentioned in a comment as well about the pigs is that I'm just better off using pig food to feed them versus creating, you know, my own little mix from crops and that, which makes a load of sense. Rather using those crops as cash crops instead of pig crops. What I'm going to do is I will purchase the pigs, and I'll probably do 5 right now just to see where we're at. No, I'll wait until we plant the sugar beets, because we don't need to give them everything, right? We don't have to give them all of the different crop types at once. So although we have to wait until sugar beets September for that, we do have all the other crops that we need, so we can give them either wheat, I believe it's wheat, or barley, a grain of some kind, potentially oat as well, and a canola or soybean, and then sorghum, and then a root crop. So sorghum or corn, I believe, is the option there. But yes, we do have sorghum, we have canola, we have wheat. All we need is the sugar beet, which is what we're going to plant right now. So we'll hop on to the Ursus, disconnect the baler. Right, we'll go around the other side. So it might be a bit chilly to ride the Ursus today with the snow in the air, but that's fine. It'll keep us awake, keep us going, if you will. Now we'll get that one closed. We'll get this one opened. We'll also open this because we need to access our seed. Right. I'll get hooked up to the old planter. It is a very small planter as well, so this is not problematic, obviously, but if we are doing sugar beets one time, here, we'll change that to sugar beets right now before we forget. If we're doing them just the one time, then we might only get one good planting out of this planter, but we shall see, we shall see. Right, so this whole unit should be able to fit in here without any issue. I should say again. Blimey. Oh, we are close. Oh, we are inside the house. There we are. Oh, and full. Ooh, it's only 100 litres. Right, that might be potentially problematic. So we might have to come back, but again, sugar beet goes quite far, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we'll open up the front gate, and we'll make our way to the fields. See you there. Alright, well, we can first try this in first person just to see how it goes. But it might be a bit easier to actually do it in third person. So we'll lower down the planter. Now, is it going to automatically... Do we have to turn it on? Or will it just go? It should just go. Really not certain. It says 99%. But, have I made a mistake? Is something not working? Oh, 99 litres it says now. I just wanted to be... Oh, yes we are. Look at that. We are planting sugar beets. I'll be honest, I was a bit concerned because I thought maybe we had to plough the field or something like that. But it does seem to be working. Yes, it's much, much easier to deal with in third person. Although I'm a bit concerned that we're going to miss bits. I think I already have done. Yeah, the whole side of the field. But it should be fine. I will go straight across if I can do. Oh, this is struggling. I love the Ursus, but I don't think it quite has what's necessary to do this job. Oh, maybe it's just the hills. It's more than capable. I wonder why it would slow down going downhill. Because we're flying now at 10 kph. We're absolutely flying. Can't even see how fast we're going. Right, so I will do my best. It's going to be a bit wonky, I reckon, because yeah, it's going to be difficult to see. That's all. Oh, actually, you can kind of see where we've been. Right, had I ploughed, it would have been so much easier to see. So that's on me. That's my own. That's something of my own doing. But so far so good. I mean, we've got sugar beets going in the ground. Unfortunately, it looks as though we might have to head back to the farm at some point for more seed. It would be nice to have a vehicle that we could transport, you know, palletized objects down to the fields. In this case, seed. But I think we'll be absolutely fine. Worst case, we just drive back to the farm with the Ursus. You know, this is coming along fairly well. I will make certain that no bits have been missed. Potentially at the very end of it all, I'll have a proper look, and then go over everything that might be missed. But so far so good. So I will crack on with this. I suppose we could actually, yeah, before I do, very quickly, as I say, this is probably the only time that I will be planting root crops for pigs. I really like to give them a proper go, you know. Another thing I wanted to mention as well is that I would like to do cows on this map. I know I was doing cows on Fruling, but this one I reckon will be a bit different because we actually have to put a bit more effort in to sourcing all their TMR food and all that. So it'll be a bit more of a challenge in that respect, but I think it'll be good fun. And I did have a look at the bigger farm on the map, and it's very interesting indeed. Problem is, it's over £300,000, which, well, we're a bit shy for that now, but in time perhaps. Or do you think we should build our own farm? Maybe we can build one that's a bit more rustic or a bit more vintage, if you will. I thought I was going to miss that tree. Really did try. Obviously not hard enough. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on that, because obviously it'll be some time before we look into a new piece of land. But already we're running very low on space in our current farm, and it would be nice to have space for things. Truly, it would be. Right, well, let's crack on with this, and yeah, we'll leave that in the thought process for now. Same with the seed drills as well. I'm not too certain which one I'll opt for, but they are both direct drills. It should be fine. Right, we'll crack on with the planting. with that we have the very end of the planting of the sugar beets. Well, at least the bits that have not been missed. Potentially, I haven't checked, we should have a look. But we are done. That's amazing. It's taken a bit of time, but not too bad at all. Not a single missed bit. Well, perhaps this section. But it could be the field shape as well. As you can see, it looks a bit like it's the actual shape of the field. That, yeah, it is. It is indeed. Right, well, that said, we've missed no bits. That is a first, it must be. But there we have it. We have our first field of root crop started. Now it's just a matter of time until it actually grows. And look at that, 20% of the little hopper left. Absolutely brilliant. Right, well, what we'll do now is head down back to the farm and source out some piglets. Alright, home sweet home. Right, so we will just, actually we can probably just tuck this in right like this for now. And we'll put that all away later on. I'm just very excited to get the piglets here. Right, so as we saw before, we do have a nice hole here that we can actually drop the straw into for their bedding, which it looks like I already did. Oh right, because I dropped one off the trailer. Now, what we'll do is purchase a few of these little piggies. Now, which ones would be best? I wouldn't mind a collection of a few. The Berkshires are cute. They're all black. The Bentham, black pied. So they're a bit of both. But I do like the German Landers. They're just a classic pig, if you will. Which honestly, that's probably what we'll go with. We'll do 5 of, and that should be plenty. Yes, 1150 for the 5 of them. Brilliant. We now own 5 little piggies. Hello. Just having a don't sit on your friend's head. Right, well, now that they are here, yes, hello. My. Now we can actually have a look at their requirements. So, I might actually purchase another 5, to be honest. Potentially of another kind, just to mix it up. They've got loads of straw, so that's fine. Actually, what is the maximum? How many can we have? 15. Oh, I'll keep it at 5 then. Yeah, because then they can at least reproduce, because apparently they reproduce quite well, quite quickly, and that's the main purpose, is to reproduce them and sell the offspring, or the older pigs. I'm not 100%. If anyone has any tips on pigs, aside from using pig food instead of crops, please do let me know, as I've never really done them before proper. This is the first time. So, oh look, having a lay down, because they're starving, that's why. Base food, right, this is a piglet. It sure is, yes. Right, corn and sorghum, if I'm not mistaken, is the base food. Grain, of course, is your grains, your wheat and barley. Your protein is your sunflower and canola and soybeans. And then, of course, root crops being potatoes and sugar beets. So, why don't we... yes, I have an idea. We'll get the Massey out, and we'll connect to our bucket, because we'll just use the bucket for now. We don't need the whole grain trailer. Plus, I don't think it'll quite fit nicely. Right, so we'll get that fired up. Now, I will start with the sorghum, because that is the one that we need the most of. So I'll just tuck that there. I do really like using the 135... Oh, I've detached the wrong thing. I do like using the 135 in first person. It's a great tractor in the first place, but to be able to actually seemingly drive it is just amazing. So, right, there we are. Now, alright, we can't get through that way. Also, does anyone know how to close this lid? I accidentally opened... Oh, actually, I might have an idea here. N? Z? Sometimes it's N or Z or X. No, that's not on. Right, no worries. We shall for now close this, just to make our lives slightly easier. So, we'll head over to our grain silo, and we'll collect some sorghum to start. Can I not? Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So we'll fill this up with sorghum. Oh no, it's going all over the place. And there we go. Down we go. Oh no. Right, well what good is this if we can't... I might have to put some bigger wheels on the back. Okay, let's get a bit out. Right, that should be fine. That seems acceptable. Look at all that poop. Oh, right, now we're going to have loads and loads of manure and slurry from both pigs and the cows. That's another big reason to have both animals, especially pigs, because they produce a lot of manure, given that they have straw, of course. Right, so we'll see how far 730 litres of sorghum gets us. Now, I'm hoping that I can... Oh, this is... Oh, brilliant, it's taken it. Oh my god, they need so much food. They basically need all of the food I have. Right, so what we'll do is we'll probably actually get the trailer then, and we should be able to just dump it right there. I'll be honest, this bucket being the way that it is a bit frustrating, so we'll just very quickly give it a wash, and then we'll get the Z-Tor and the trailer sorted here in just a moment. Right, and... Ah, look at that, freshly cleaned. We'll get that put back, and we'll hop here. Right, so we'll get the trailer sorted out, and we'll put the rest of the sorghum that has spilt into the trailer and feed the pigs. Alright, we'll line up under here, but we'll first put the sorghum that we do have in here into the trailer. I did just have to shuffle a few things around, move the Ursus over so that we could just try and sneak through that way if we can do. Right, we'll get that in there. Now best to just move this out of the way. Either we need a heavier weight or a new loader. I really do love the Massey, but yeah, with the lack of the weight. Now I reckon if we put... Even if we just put weights on the wheels, that might help. Because I don't want to get rid of this. A brilliant, brilliant little loading machine. I mean, between loading pallets and all that, even if it doesn't fit in here, we can still add even dual wheels if we really want. Right, I have gotten stuck, so we'll just move 2. Here we go. And we'll fill up... Oh! What's happened there? Right, that's not on at all. What happened to my sorghum? Right, so I had 270 litres of sorghum, and it's all gone. Been replaced by manure, which is very frustrating. Right, let me just dump this. What dump side is it on? I hope it's right. Right dump side. Let's just see if it shows. Yes, it is. Please dump out. Very unimpressed by that. Right, well, since we've just been robbed of some sorghum, I reckon... Right, I really reckon that this manure trailer should be in a different place. And I'm not very good at reversing these types of trailers. We can try again, but I might just have to go round. Oh, no, there we are. Brilliant. Right, so we'll get as close as we can here. I will first add in my 270, because we've been fully robbed of it, so I don't know how it replaced the sorghum. Right, what's going on? Just don't want to be too close to that bit. Hopefully this isn't problematic. This might become more of a problem. But yes, we can very cheekily just add in the missing crop. How do we do that now? Never really... No. Right. Ah, here we go. We want to add in sorghum, and 270 is what was stolen from us. Right, there we go. Now can we load in? Oh, bloody NORAD did it again. Right, well, we'll sort this out. I feel like I've got less manure than I had the first time. I really don't know what's going on with that. So I will... Right. Well, give us a minute and we'll sort something out. Alright, well, what I'm going to try is putting the actual manure spreader in its place, right next to... Well, I'll put it right above the trigger here, and we'll get it all, hopefully, all the manure sucked up instead of going into our other trailer. Now, can use this. It must have added this into there, so I'll just dump out that manure. And it seems as though we've missed a small bit. Just collect that. If we can do, there we go. That's 16 litres. Anything else? Nope. Right, so we'll dump that into there. And right, somehow we've got a negative amount of manure in the in the manure pit. I'm not sure how that happens. Come on, be nice. Thank you. So we'll leave that there, and then we'll hop over here very quickly and start filling with something. Aha! Brilliant. So I guess maybe a bit further forward then is the best course. We will also add 270, was it? 270 litres. So we'll see, how do we do that? Can we add in the same way? Going to set it. Right, so what we have to do is just figure out the total amount. So 5128 and 270. So we'll go in here and we'll set the amount to 5398. Brilliant. So now we can finally go and feed our poor hungry pigs. We'll see how far 5,300 litres of sorghum goes. Essentially, this is it. This is all we have for them. So, alright, they do, it seems, require water. Have I not seen that? Where are we at with pigs? They do not, but the pigs do. I wonder if our slurry tank, because we do have... right, well, let's get that in, just to see. Right, so that should skyrocket. If it's meant to be 50% of their... Right, is that enough then? Oh, it's all gone. Right, so that's 50%. I should have probably... I wonder if it's best to add the grain now. Might as well do. Yeah, because we'll have... How much grain have we got? Fair amount. Right, well, we'll only bring in... we'll only... 3,000... Yeah, we'll bring 3,000 litres of wheat just to level it out. And then we don't have any root crops going in anyways, so... Yeah. So now we'll test this again and see, because perhaps some more manure has spawned in there. No, it doesn't seem it. Right, so we'll go as far forward as we can do. That is very problematic, actually. Perhaps I'm just outside. We were about there. There we are, brilliant. So we'll add wheat, but not full. We'll do about 3,000, as I said. Yeah, we can just barely be in the trigger for that. Right, so we'll get our 3,000 litres. That's good. Also, very quickly, I just want to, since it is a bit annoying, remove that. There we are. So, for anyone playing this map, or who is playing this map, or plans on playing this map. It seems that that is a bit of an issue, but perhaps you're playing on the bigger farm as well. This is potentially just one more reason why it might be worth looking at some more sort of land as well in the future, but we shall see. Right, we'll get the wheat in and see how that goes. Watch it go up. Again, it should be 25%, so... Right, and then the rest will be protein, which... I suppose we did put too much base food. Well, we'll just put as much protein in as we can and then slowly add more as we go. Right, so one more loop around. Hoping that this is fine. Yeah, the whole getting out and getting back in is a touch annoying, but that is alright. Right, we'll just add that all in. Can we fill the rest up? Oh, what is going on? I hit fill, and it's gone. Where did it fill up to? What? What's happened? Did it go in here? Nope. Oh my days. I have no idea what's happening. Have we just been robbed once again? It said fill, and now it's gone. I'm at a loss. If anyone has... Does manure show up on here? Because if it does, then maybe you can see if we have any. No, it doesn't. Well, if anyone has any ideas as to what's just happened, I will look back in the video and see how much manure we had, so that I can go back and rectify how much we had in the trailer. Yeah, maybe everything's just a bit too tight in that space. Perhaps it would be wise to look into another area, another farm. We can't afford what we have, but we could, we very well could, build our own, as I mentioned before. That might be the way to do it. Right, I will just tuck this back here. Get it out the way, though. Right, your services have been greatly appreciated. Right, we need to bring the canola around, and then we are done for now. Minus 15 litres. How is that a negative number? Right, has it gone in here? Has it put it back in the cows or something? I don't understand. Or the pigs, perhaps? I just do not understand. Is there a manure meter on the animals? No, but water. Mustn't forget. Where are we going to get water from? I think there's a small little area, little pond nearby. Right, so we'll just put as much of this as we can. It won't take very much. Less than 100 litres. Oh, very, very small amount. That's fine. We'll actually just leave that like that for now. As long as we can get out. Nope, we can't. Oh no. Just a bit forward. There we are. And the pigs won't get out because they're fully blocked in. But what we should do is see if our little slurry tanker can hold water. It cannot. So we do need a water tanker as well. Let's have a look. I might not have one that is acceptable for vintage, but I might also... Oh, look at that. That's nice. We could buy that straight out as well. That's really good. That actually really like that a lot. I wonder though, is there any other options? No, I think that's the best one. Absolutely it is. So now do we rent it or lease it, or do we... I suppose we should, just in case, because it's not all that expensive. The per day cost is very inexpensive as well. But before we do, let's get... okay. I actually quite like just the standard grey colour. The one that looks most like an actual barrel would be nice. That's quite bright. No, that looks good. That looks really good. Maybe we'll make those a little lighter. Is it making any difference? I can't quite tell. Nah, we'll just keep it all stock. Actually, that's fine. The wheels as well. Could be a bit beefier. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. Right, so we'll lease that for £86, and we'll head down to the shop to collect it. Right, so we're just on the way back from the shop, and I did find this little pond that I will very carefully reverse into with our brand new water trailer. Now, as long as I do this correctly, is that deep enough in? It is. Oh, brilliant. Right, well, we'll get that filled. It's fantastic. Don't mind me, just on the side of the road collecting some water. Right, now we'll head back to the farm and get the pigs watered as well. Alright, we are home sweet home, and little piggies, fret not, here's your water. Right, just reverse into there, or nearabouts, there we are, and give them their water. I wonder how much they'll take. Okay, seems like all of it, and gone. But at least they are partially watered. Alright. Well, they do have everything they need, for the most part. Now they just have to produce slurry and manure, and the manure cannot disappear, please, because that is very counterproductive to have your manure just disappear on you. We'll just close that for now. And, yeah, we'll sign off with the piggies. Alright, piggies, you alright? Yeah. Oh, you're sitting on your friend's face again. Unbelievable. Well, we'll leave them to it. But I would call that a very successful episode. Although I can't close the door. There we go. Right, get this closed as well. And I suppose we could probably drop another bale in, but we might just wait. Yeah, because it won't be a full bale, and there'll be just a bale sitting there. Right, well, there we have it. That is the end of the episode. So this is an alright place to end. So we have our water tanker, we've got our sugar beets planted, we've got more cows as well. Just got lots going on. And March is not done, because there's a possibility that the grass is grown fully and ready to go. But we shall see in the next episode. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.